Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants. DeAndre Hopkins. 45 yards. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Back to Walker on first down. Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm, and he delivers it with confidence.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
60 Maverick, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hurt. Maverick 60. Hurry.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Taking it about the 16. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Walker now at 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd and 11 now.
Personal leading. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And Walker once more. And he's got it to about the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the gun, it's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Hold it ready. Drop 50, drop 50.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Go sweep. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
In motion left is a running back. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. David Njoku from 3 yards out. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Falcons 7. Jake Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 143 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Back to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Going deep for Walker. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 29, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
18, 5 here.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw here. Steps away. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Etienne. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hurts with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run again with Walker. And he's got some space here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Boy, 184 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the air, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. ETN up the middle. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On first down, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
18
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hurts. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Falcons. They didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cut. Ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go! Ready?
Now ETN to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off. Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
50 yards.
They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. If you got control of this thing, get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Warriors, 17, 18, Pioneer, 3, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. On an excellent tackle there as they keep him in bounds and hold him to no gain. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try for the 1st with Walker. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're going right back to Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1.